Alright, in the last video we learned how to build the body of our snowman. In this video I'm going to show you how to build the hat. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to make the body of the snowman one shape instead of three so that when we go to move pieces it's easier. So I'm just going to click right here and I'm going to drag over the whole snowman, selecting all three parts. And I want to find this button right here. This is the group button. You can also do Control G. I'm just going to click and it's going to create one shape. And I'm also going to go ahead and take this opportunity to change him to a white snowman because he's made of snow. Now, when we go to work later, you're going to want to use these buttons right here. For instance, I'm going to be looking at the top, the side, the other side, and anytime you want to go back to home, you click on the home button. All right, we are ready to make his hat. Let's go ahead and pull in one cylinder. This cylinder is shaped, it is going to be 20 by 20. I'm just going to click and drag. This square right here, though, its height, we're going to change its height to 3. When I hit enter, it's going to make it really small. This is actually going to be the brim or the bottom of the hat. So we're going to go ahead and raise it up so that it's high enough to sit on the head. Now, this was 40, 30, and 20. So I'm going to actually raise this up a little bit above 80. I'm just going to go ahead and click and drag. The number I want to use today is going to be 86. And it's not really sitting on the head right now. It's right here. So what I'm going to do to make sure that everything is together, I'm just going to click out here and I'm going to drag over all the shapes. We're going to go find a line. And I'm going to click the middle. I'm going to click the middle here. And now when I go back, you should see that it's sitting on top. Now, it kind of looks a little strange right now. If you want to go ahead and click on that shape and maybe change it to the shape for the color of your hat, that's fine. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the second cylinder. This is going to be more like a bow, I guess, on the hat. The measurements here are going to be slightly different. They're actually going to be 18 by 18. And then the height of this one, I'd like for that one to be 5. So it's going to be a little bit thicker. And I'll go ahead and change the color. I think I want this one to be red. Or, you know what, right now I think I want it to be white. It does not really matter. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and raise this, and I want it to sit right on top here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to group these. We're going to ungroup them later, so don't worry right this second if it changes your colors. We're just grouping them so that we can raise everything up. All right, I'm going to start bringing this up, but I actually am going to bring that up to 87. And again, if you look on top, they are not lined up, so we're going to click, drag, select everything, and we are going to align. So center and center, and then when I go back to home, you'll notice it's sitting right there. All right, and then we're going to do our last cylinder. We bring this one in. This one's going to be the top hat part, so it's actually going to be a little bit taller, but the circle's a little bit smaller, 16 by 16. And then the height, let's make that 12. You can play with this however you want it to be. And I'm going to have this sitting on top of everything. So when I bring this up, this is going to be 90. All right, so just like I did earlier, I'm going to look at it from the top view, click, drag, select, and I'm going to align everything, center, and center. Okay. Now remember earlier when I grouped these, I can ungroup it just like that. So it goes back to black. I'm going to change the color up here to black, and now he has a top hat. All right, when you're ready, you can click on the next video to learn how to do his arms.